Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy. We have alongside me Kronos, Blue, and Old Ninja. This is another S-Class interview, and we have our boy, Paul Ebinger, straight out of Canada, actor from The Strain and MMA, bullfighting, and all kinds of craziness. And we have our homeboy, James Gavsey, as well, MMA superstar and PR LA guy. How are y'all, fam? What's up?
What's going on?
How are
What's
y'all?
going on, boys?
Nice.
What's up? What up, fam?
I just want everybody to know that Paul asked for like the longest intro in the history of this show, and green M&Ms. That's what he wanted before this show started.
And no W's in there. You just want fucking M's.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. No, straight up green M&Ms. That's all I want.
If you see one goddamn W or E in there, boys, set this place on fire.
oh yeah.
Too bad I think I ate most of them.
Oh, fuck your shit.
I was hungry.
So I heard y'all on our boy Kevin and Sobeys Comic News, and I thought y'all were incredibly hilarious on that show. First of all, shout out to Kevin.
Thank you.
And then, secondly, he mentioned that Paul, you are on season 3 of The Strain that's coming up on FX channel, right?
Yes, sir, and it's coming up fast.
Ooh, next week, right? I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell us about your role on that show. What are you doing? Who are you playing?
I am playing a convict. If you've been following The Strain, you realize fucking pure chaos is broken loose. Not even just everywhere, worldwide. This strain is causing shit everywhere. So, the cops, everybody, they're looking for anybody to help them. So if you've stolen a jelly bean, you winked at a girl walking by, or you know what, you just spit on the sidewalk, you're being arrested, and now you're out to fucking hunt these vamps with everybody. And so you're going to see me in a jumpsuit, and no, James, it's not a picture from the 90s. Aww. This is actually a real movie set this time. So
Damn.
Damn. I'm in a jumpsuit, I'm looking as badass, and I'm hanging out with some powerful hitters like Kevin Durant. If you guys know this man, this guy has been in everything and anything, and he is such a diverse actor. I really became close with him. We shoot the shit off set now. You got David Bradley in there, and Jonathan Hyde, Corey Stahl. Corey Stahl, where this guy has come from in his career and where he's at now, you really see it on The Strain. Like, it needs all these characters to make this show happen. And, Del Toro there, that man he's like no other guy out there producing and directing stuff. This man is a guy that, he had to fight his way up the ranks, and now he keeps a close eye on people out there. And sometimes he gives those guys a shot that in our business, it is what you know, but when it really comes down to it, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And, I've met some powerful hitters there on this show that has helped me, since I stopped filming, helped me with other shows that I've been involved with now. And I had to take almost a year off from a severe shoulder surgery. And in our industry, when you take a year off, you can Eminem will pass you, and what the hell is that all about? And Justin Bieber, like, how the fuck does Justin Bieber pass the punching bag? You know what I mean? Like, but anyways, we won't talk about him. That's another show. And hey, Justin, if you're listening to this, I still will kick your ass in a cage.
Ooh.
Yeah, fuck you.
Way to go and put yourself out there, Paul.
I've been calling that
Make a
punk
big
out
challenge.
for 3 years. You show Canada, you show the world what kind of piece of crap you are, and then you do all this shit just to get yourself on a roast. You can roast me for the past 40 years of my life, and I'm still going to be the same guy I am.
I think that's what this is. This is the roast right now.
I'm ready.
All right, so obviously everybody's watching the Strain. We've seen season 1 and 2. Old Ninja, I know you are a huge fan too. What are your impressions, or you got any questions that you want to slide up?
I'm swirling a ton of questions, but I'm going to try to keep it minimum. My question really is, when you met, did you get a chance to meet Guillermo del Toro?
No, I did not. Not personally, no.
Okay, but you've had any kind of communication, conversations with them about, your role?
I can tell you this much. I know he had a hand in picking me for the role.
Oh, nice.
Amazing. That's
So, it comes down when you go to a casting call for an audition. Yeah, you're in front of the casting company, but the casting company doesn't get to say on who goes on the show. It comes down to the client and the bigwigs, sort of like what James does. He's a bigwig down there, and I think that's why I'm riding his coattails right now.
What?
Do you think that if you met Gatoro, I cannot pronounce his name.
Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah. Do you think you'll fangirl out?
If I met him, James will tell you this. I have always said if somebody gives me the time of day and give me 30 minutes of their time over coffee and espresso, shot of tequila, whatever it is,
Nice.
either at the end of that 30 minutes, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck did I just hear? Who was this guy?" Or they're gonna be like, "You know what? Let's sign this guy right now to a 5-movie deal."
Nice. How did, real quick to go back, how did you guys hook up with Kevin and Sobe from Comic News? I heard that was an interesting story.
That was amazing. James, why don't you take the floor on that one, buddy?
Sure. Well, thank you. Here's
Actually, face pass.
here's the deal. I'm trying to prove a concept for a TV show that I want to produce without going into too many details. And one of the segments would be, who would win in a fight between, fantasy matchups of superheroes, movie villains, movie heroes, etc. And I reached out to Kevin from Comic Noobs and said, hey, here's an idea for a segment. Let's do it. I guarantee you it'll increase listeners to your already really great podcast. And so far we've had a good effect. Listenership's up, the whole thing. We're having a lot of fun with it. And I had Paul come on and be like the moderator or judge for one of our contests. And Paul did the right thing and said that I won. And we're still friends. So that's it.
Wow. Very nice. Very nice. It's a cool show. Go ahead.
Yeah, so both you guys are into martial arts, and actually I am too. I'm actually a jiu-jitsu guy. So I'm a blue belt, so I'm like, obviously low level, but I think that's pretty cool that you guys are both fighters. So
Whoa. I would like to say, are we in that same industry, or were we in that same industry? Yes. Would I classify myself as a fighter? Sure. Would I classify myself as a punching bag that helped fighters get to their dreams?
So that makes that's the reason why your Twitter handle is MMA punching bag.
Oh, for sure. I'm the Rock of MMA without the championships.
Which is why he's
Wait.
calling out Justin Bieber, by the way. That's his
You
opponent.
know what? I think Justin Bieber is just scared. He's a boy. There's a difference between boys and men. And Justin, you know what? If he hid behind the camera for all these years, I wouldn't even call him a boy or a woman for that. Justin's unique and he's different in his own world. That's for sure.
I heard he was a lesbian.
I was going with that.
Well, I've seen a lot of lesbians with his haircut.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no offense, guys. Like, I'm the biggest lesbian I know. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really a bad thing. I think we're all lesbians. But
I think some of us on the cast consider us vegetarians.
There you go.
Hey, what was the name of
They call me the magician.
What was the
That's
name of that one TV show? The guy who was kind of like Evil Knievel, but every time he did a stunt, he always fucked up on
Super
it.
Dave.
Super Dave, yeah.
Super
Like,
Dave
Super Dave of the
Osborne.
MMA.
Yeah.
I got a quick question for James, though. So
yes.
I saw on your Twitter handle you're doing something associated with a guide to stop bullies. Is that a book or is that a series? What is that?
Oh, cool. So that's a book I just published, and the PR is supposed to start either next week or the week after. So you'll hopefully be seeing me on some interviews and what have you. Long story short, I used to get bullied like a motherfucker as a kid. And I was the gentle giant who didn't like fighting, so people kind of took advantage of that. Started growing up, started taking martial arts, MMA, BJJ, the whole thing. Things switched very quickly, and opened up a martial arts and MMA school in Los Angeles years ago. We still have it. And all of a sudden, people are coming to me asking me bullying questions and needing advice. And I'm like, cool, let me just make a book. And as I was giving advice to a parent group, these teachers hated my advice because I'm not necessarily anti-teacher, but I'm not pro-school for anti-bullying. And the teachers came to me and said, why do you have to be such a renegade all the time? I'm like, cool, thanks. That's the title of my book. And
Nice.
I took it and made Renegade's Guide to Stopping Bullies.
Very cool.
That sounds like it'd be a cool ass fucking comic too.
Yeah. When is that released
Oh my
again?
God, you guys are black.
When does it
Sorry,
drop
I just
again?
got your
Why did you
YouTube
just hang
link,
up?
and there you are.
I'm sorry, James. One more time. When does that drop?
That's already out.
Oh, okay.
But the publicity is starting next week, and it's available on Amazon as a digital download and as a paperback.
Awesome.
Did somebody die in
Oh,
there?
no, you gotta mute the audio on your side.
It's already out. But the publicity is starting.
Paul, you gotta
Paul.
mute the audio on your YouTube.
Yeah, I'm doing that, guys.
Sorry.
Did I mention Paul's Canadian? Their
Yeah.
technology's a little behind ours by
Yeah,
about
I keep
100 years.
waiting for Paul to lift up a plate of poutine.
No, I don't eat that crap.
God
Did
damn.
I mute that? Is that better, guys? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
All right, there.
You're doing real well. So I got another question for Paul, though. Are you a fan of the series before you got of the Strain before you got on that show? Were you watching season 1 and season 2? What did you like if you were?
No, I'll be honest. I've never been a really a vampire fan. There's been too many cheesy loves vampire stories. So you know, I got the part, I got my script, and I was like, well, shit, I better know what the hell is going on in this show. I started season 1, and before you know it, I blew through both seasons.
Nice.
For a vampire show, I almost want to call it like a vampire zombie cross, but it's graphic, it's violent, it has everything that you could want in a violent show, and it's amazing. I'm more excited for season 3 to come out just so I can start watching it in season 3 again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And will your character be coming up like right away, ongoing, or later in midway through the season?
He comes into the 5th episode.
Okay. Very nice. I don't know what the fuck
So that was motorcycle pass
Somebody
by.
driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's me.
This is
That's
the
me.
fucking alleyway?
Are you on 405?
No, I'm on Sunset.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah, it's traffic is it's LA traffic, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Just be careful with that.
I wonder who else is in their car on a podcast right now.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
Hollywood. That's why making them.
Probably like
Big deal.
everybody.
No one as important as me.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
That's fine. And no one as important as you guys either, by the way.
So James, before Paul answers this, can we get your take on these gifts, quote unquote, that Paul's been getting or buying himself, I guess?
Oh, yeah. The thing that came in the mail.
Yeah, that are really big.
Oh yeah, I'm not really sure. We should talk. Yeah, hell yeah, we should talk about it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so a little while ago, Paul was having some relationship problems with his lady, who I still don't think is real, by the way. But he's saying like, what do I do? And I'm like, listen, if she's not treating you well, break up with her, go elsewhere. He didn't break up with her, and instead just went elsewhere, and brought in these. Some people like sex toys, and some people like the real dolls, right? And he went a little overboard. That's Paul's nature. It's his greatest asset and biggest weakness. And he bought 20 of these real dolls.
You got a fucking harem.
I don't know listen, I'm not one to judge, although I'm going to judge Paul right now. That's really weird.
Is he
It's
pimping
just one
them?
of these weird things. And, like I said, he's like, what do you think about my real dolls? I think something's wrong with them. And I'm like, read the label. He's like, it's the Steve real doll. And I'm like, well, that's the problem. He was trying to order a women doll. Anyway, it's a thing he's got. I'm not judging Paul. I like reading Batman comics, by the way. Right? I'm weird too. We're all in the same boat, Paul. Not really, though.
Damn, Paul. So Futanari is life, then, is what I'm hearing.
Unfortunately, though, I had to pack that box away. I have an amazing lady in my life, and you know what? I've got no complaints. She treats me like a king, and James knows that.
So is
That's
she
true.
animated
I'll
or
show you
not
side. That's
animated?
true.
Unfortunately, when you buy stuff from China, you don't get the extended warranty. You're screwed. It's almost like Super Dave Osborne. You know you're going to get fucked.
So Kronos, yeah, go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say, in terms of superheroes, go back to some of this geek shit. Obviously, I know you guys love comics and whatnot. Who are some of your favorite superheroes, and who are some of your favorite supervillains? Maybe we could start with you, James.
Sure. Well, evidently, I'm Paul's favorite superhero. Yeah.
Mine too.
And that's cool. Not really. But I have always... Actually, my first superhero that I really, really loved was Shazam, like Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, and just because as a kid, and I hate to say it, who got bullied a lot, guess what I really wanted? To be able to transform into some big, huge guy who could kick some ass. Right? It was just this fantasy fulfillment and wishful thinking. And then obviously Batman. But oddly enough, I'm a huge fan of the Legion of Superheroes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they haven't gotten enough. Even though they had a cartoon series for like a minute, they haven't had their real. Like, I'd love to see them in like a DC movie. Although I'm doubting that'll happen.
Well, you might, if you're watching Legends of Tomorrow, you might see a little bit of that in this upcoming season.
True. Good point.
Very good. All right, Paul, what you got?
You know who I love, and they haven't really got much play, is Gambit.
Oh.
You know what? Gambit was a badass, and maybe because I'm a poker player, but the man was unstoppable. I loved him, and I gotta say, I'm a closet Hulk fan.
There you go.
Yes, I'm talking about James because he's the size of Hulk.
Oh.
James is so big that he breaks amusement park rides at Disney World. Like, who does that? Unless you're the Hulk, right?
Paul, that was not my fault. They didn't post anything like any weight restrictions or anything on that ride.
That was only height restrictions.
Yeah, well, I think the ride was broken before I got on it. Really, but whatever. That's cool. I'm not allowed back at Disneyland either.
God damn.
Yeah, fuck them.
Too?
It's kind of like the fat man in the little man's coat. He's far from fat. It's far from fat. It just when you get off of a ride and the ride doesn't get off of you, it says something, James.
God damn.
Listen, I like how you're calling your mom a ride. That's not really respectful. That's really not respectful to your mom.
Nice.
James, my mother wouldn't even get a ride in South Central. She'd be working for pop cans, buddy.
Damn.
We got into the dozens now.
Paul's mom is a very handsome woman. He really it's you know what's cool about Paul's mom though? It's like, you know, she's kind of like a shaved bear. You just don't think something that big can move that fast. It's just one of these weird. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
Just to make this a little more interested, my stepmother was Fallen Fox.
Oh, wow. So nobody knows who that is except for me, so...
I know who that is.
All good.
I spoke to her not too long ago.
Did
Paul's
you really?
Gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
No.
All right, well, educate.
She's a transgender MMA fighter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I thought it was a cartoon character.
Yeah, me too for a second.
They don't know shit about anything manly on this fucking show.
Oh.
I know my penis goes in the vagina.
Yeah.
But then again, how manly is it I know about a transgender MMA?
I know, right?
Whatever.
By the way, she's super cool.
Sure she is. And you know what? She doesn't get the credit she deserves. You know what? She's done something that most there's a few MMA fighters out there that, you know, I don't like to use this term, but they won't come out of the closet. And she came out, and she came out in a big way. And there's some guys like me, James. There's a couple other power hitters out there like Bobby that respect what she's done. You know, the reason why people give her the black eye is because she does have more strength than your normal woman would have. But to come out the way she came out and jump into the MMA scene, like, kudos to you. Like, I'm one of those guys. You are who you are. If you hide from that, then you're an idiot. You be yourself. It doesn't matter if 5 black guys in a room like you, or California doesn't like you.
As long as you're in the middle, though.
Hey, now, guys, come on.
You saw Paul's video from last week.
Caleb, no, this is not Sausage Party the 2.
Wait, have either of you seen that movie yet?
You know what? I watched a preview with my beautiful woman there, and what the fuck? Who puts money into that?
I have no idea.
James have projects that would blow that to shame, and you know what? It would take sausages to a new level.
So it was shitty. You said it was shitty.
Who the fuck invests money into something like that? Bring Gambit out, you know what I mean? I'd rather see Ronda Rousey come out and say that she is gay. I don't like Ronda Rousey. You lose the belt and you run to Hollywood? Come on.
Wow.
Gina Carano took Hollywood over, and you were just nobody. Have you seen Ronda Rousey act?
Yeah, I have. It's not that good.
I would
More.
rather go to a co-ed Siamese hooker house and just eat chili dogs.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. That's extra.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't
By the way, guys, this is clearly understood. Don't go to Paul's computer and check out his browsing history.
Oh, so
You'll not be surprised.
For
pleasantly
research purposes
surprised.
only.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have a research purposes only folder.
God.
Since we touched a little bit on Gambit, how did you feel about Channing Tatum all over that Gambit role he's going to be portraying?
Oh,
Well, there you go.
I think they
you just
canceled it.
dumbfounded me. Are they bringing Gambit out with Channing there?
Well, they were,
Yeah, they
but then
were.
they canceled it.
Oh, they
so
did?
they're supposed to do a Channing Tatum. Which,
You know what? I think he's a great actor. I think he's got the physique to play a superhero. He's one of those guys. If you look in his early careers, he busted his ass, and then he got to know the right people. I think he would have did an amazing job. And fuck you, whoever canceled that pilot or show.
Yeah, actually, the director skipped out, and so he's doing a new project. So
Oh, so what you're saying is they offered him a little bit more money, and he ran.
probably.
Welcome to Hollywood.
It sounds like Paul actually wants to portray Gambit, really and truly.
You
Go for it,
think?
man.
You know
You
what?
think that's
I
what he
would
wants?
love to play Gambit for the fact that I've got kids. My one little guy, Seth, is so into superheroes. It's amazing. And I think if he saw me playing a superhero on TV, he pretends he's a Hulk, and it looks like he's going to shit himself every time he does it. I think he would literally shit himself if he saw it. I came home. I was doing stunt work the other day, and almost like a remake of Fight Club. And if I would have been pulled over on the way home, my better half would have had to come up with some bail money. It looked like I had committed murder.
Damn.
So, yeah, unfortunately, my kids haven't gotten to watch a lot of me on TV or film yet, except I was on a YTV reality show. But other than that, they haven't got to see much of it. And I'm trying to get that one role where, we could all sit down with a family and not give my kids nightmares.
What's that reality show, American Idol?
No, what was it? Cash Craze. It was about geometric searching, whatever. I don't know. I ran around a fucking forest for 5 hours.
Yeah,
It was fucking
geocaching.
retarded.
So do you have a Cajun accent?
Do I have a Cajun accent?
Yeah, can you do one?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
That's
Paul,
important to the role.
do French Canadian.
I got a real fucking good Irishman, I'd love to be part of an Irish film about the battles that they had with the IRA and the coppers out there.
Oh, wow. That's very nice. Really good.
I like it.
You made me want to grab a drink.
Nice.
Oh, we'd have to have some fucking Guinness,
Oh, hell yeah.
I got a question for the both of you. Both of you are obviously comic guys. So what is it that you're reading comic-wise right now?
Paul, go for it.
Well, I'm all over the place now. I came out of the closet as a comic guy, I don't know, just a few months ago. I really took advantage of social media. And thanks to all you comic lovers out there, you've boosted up my following, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I'm all over the map. I'm following this, I'm following that. I'm definitely going back to school and learning a lot about some of the characters that really never got the limelight. Like, there's Bane out there. You have Sharkman or whatever the fuck the
King
comics
Shark?
knew wanted to talk
Shark
about.
King.
Sharkman, yeah, like the only thing that he's gonna win is a tuna fish dinner with some dolphin in the sea, or that other class act from the Entourage movie.
Aquaman.
Yeah, I'm all over Aquaman. Fuck Aquaman. I'm sick of hearing about Aquaman. Aquaman died, and really, Sharkman, who the fuck is he now? Bane got a job over Sharkman. Alligator took over the shark guy's role in the movie, so I have no clue.
Killer
Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Killer Croc, yeah. So,
He
my
did
God.
a longer version of this on the Comic News show. Y'all got to hear that version or whatever.
Yeah, but this is our show.
I know. It's
That's
just
right.
that's what he's referencing. Sorry, keep going.
yeah, so I'm everywhere. Especially like even with the Strain, I had to go back and because the Strain was books before it actually went on to a television
Yeah,
series.
it's a
Yeah.
very large
And-
book.
Because of my better half, I even started watching Harry Potter.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and Potter's coming back, another couple books, so
Yeah.
you never know. Maybe I might get to play one of those fucking dwarfs or something. I get killed by a dragon. I'm used to it.
You would kill it, Paul.
I would, eh?
Best dwarf ever. Best dwarf ever.
I would become famous in China overnight, man.
There you go.
And
Hey.
I would definitely be saying, "Fuck you, Bieber."
Wow.
You be big in China.
Wow.
All right.
And
Yeah,
Michael?
that's right.
Oh,
James.
Or James, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm literally the biggest nerd I know, pound for pound. Right? I love Walking Dead.
Ah.
Yes.
Huge fan of that comic book. Just love it. Been really big into DC Rebirth
Nice.
because when Flashpoint happened,
Mhm.
and then I saw that they weren't going to actually continue with the regular storyline. This is kind of a weird story. I was working on a project with someone's doing a lot of advertising for DC, and he's like, "Hey, let me show you the new character designs and tell you what we're doing with the characters." And he told me, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like this is before the end of Flashpoint and the new 52. I said, "You are going to piss off everybody. Everybody. This is a horrible idea." He and I are no longer friends, by the way. So when DC Rebirth happened, and it's like the old Superman is back from Convergence,
Yep.
I was like super happy to hear it. I'm like, this is amazing. So yeah, DC Rebirth, Walking Dead. I was really big
Gotham's
into
pretty
Avengers.
badass, James.
What's that?
Gotham?
Oh, the show?
The
Yeah,
TV show?
I'm
Oh,
hooked
the show.
on that.
Yeah.
One of the sorry to cut you off, James.
No, go ahead, Paul. I'm going to cut you off again. You got to put the crack pipe down. We're talking about comics, not TV shows. You know the difference between the.
I know.
we
I
talked about
totally
this
know the
before.
difference. I was just getting bored where you were going.
Right. Thusly, the crystal meth is kicking in. Okay, gotcha, Paul. Over to you. Gotham's coming back. Go on.
And same with The Walking Dead. Like they had the spin-off show that show you where The Walking Dead all came from.
Oh, Fear the Walking
Each
Dead.
character came from. Gotham, I love. I like. It shows where all these characters come from, like the Joker, the Riddler, and it shows them how they started their career. So I sorry to cut you off, James. I was just bored there, and you know me. When I get bored, I just start talking shit.
Sure. This is what I got to work with, guys.
Yeah.
This is what I have to work with.
God damn.
No, Paul. By the way, he and I are production partners in a company in Toronto called Sucker Punch Productions,
Nice.
and
Great name.
I could not have asked for a better partner at all. And Hollywood and the entertainment industry is filled with flaky people who promise a lot and completely, underdeliver. And Paul underpromises and overdelivers. And I mean, seriously, he's that good. Paul, tell him about the project we're working on.
Just
Oh,
Right.
one ride at a time.
Bingo.
So last year I got involved in a charity event that Renegades Guide helped me out with, and it was to take on anti-bullying. And I figured no better way to take on anti-bullying than take on the biggest bully of them all, a 2-ton fucking bull. I was kind of retarded, and I think I might have drank too much that night. But I went off to bull training school, and I met this amazing guy. His name is Dusty McMullen. This guy was
Pretty fucking
sitting high and mighty, ranked 5th in the world, and on his way to the finals when, some crazy motherfucker decided you're not going to make it to the finals, and we're going to run you over with a 3500 truck and leave you for dead in the States.
Wow.
Damn.
This guy shattered leg, shattered ankle, hips and rods, pins in his hip. Nobody ever thought he'd walk again. Never mind try to fucking hop on a 2-ton bull. Not even 7 months after being left for dead outside of OKC, he rebounds and takes the Canadian championships in the IPRA, and now he's back into the PBR, and we've been following this cat for about 7 months, him and his traveling partners, all over Canada, and now we just linked up with the PBR, and we're covering some of his rides with the PBR. And if you don't know what the PBR is the Super Bowl of fucking bull riding. Like, it's badass, and it's not only the riders that you got to watch out for. These bulls are crazy, guys. Like, you look up Bodacious, and they retired this bull because he was gonna kill people.
Damn.
Yeah, these bulls are serious. I learned a very important lesson last year, and you ever wonder what it would be like to hang upside down by your spurs on a bull getting teabagged in the face?
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen too often. James, you had that one night in SoCal, right, with Johnny Depp? Anyways, that's another story, and we shouldn't
Well,
do
Paul,
that.
you were there.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, Paul, is that
But
your
yeah,
vest in the
so
background?
I ended up getting a ligament graft, 3 metal bolts, and
Oh,
a metal
Jesus.
plate put into my shoulder. But this Dusty character, man, there's a term out there that these cowboys use, and it's called cowboy up. And it's when, you put everything you got onto riding one of these things. You might get bucked off right away, or you might ride at 8 seconds, or you might get hurt severely. If you go to a rodeo, you're going to see a few things. You're going to see some guys ride bulls, you're going to see some guys get hurt, and then you're going to see some guys get really hurt. And for this guy to rebound after that accident is crazy. Like, there's a Hollywood ending coming to this guy, and Sucker Punch Productions, James Gavsey, and myself and my team are going to show you what a true cowboy to the core is.
Nice. Paul, in the background, is that your bull riding vest?
That is my bull riding vest. I retired it this year.
Oh.
My better half, even after that surgery, I rode a couple bulls this year, and being a punching bag in the MMA world, I took a fucking beating, guys, over 10 years. Like, I've been choked out with my own limbs, and to get choked out with your own limb is fucked up, man. It's one thing to get, knocked out, or you get a heel hook or a leg lock, but when you go to sleep with your own fucking arm.
Well, they give you a head down triangle?
Oh, yeah, I've been put to sleep many different ways. The only person that hasn't put me to sleep yet is James, and thank God, because he's a big motherfucker. I retired my bull vest. I got some of the sponsors up there and some logos. Some of the sponsors are still on board with their documentary.
Yeah.
And this documentary, we're close to actually even selling it. We've got a trailer in the making right now for a distributing company, and if all goes well, you're going to see us on some national broadcast television.
Very nice. Actually, where can folks reach you, or what website can they go to find out more about Sucker Punch Productions and some of the things that you're doing?
Stalkers and Stage 5 Clingers, 1-800-GO-FUCK-YOURSELF. Anybody that's truly wants to get to know me or find more about any of the projects that myself and James are working on, info@suckerpunchproductions.ca, or any social media, MMA Punching Bag, or my name, Paul Ebinger. I'm all over the place. I always have that motto: I scratch your back, you scratch my back. If you don't scratch my back, I'll leave you in the fucking trunk like a dead hooker.
It's a classic saying.
Instagram, Twitter. Sucker Punch Productions is the new wave of television and movies, and I will outdo anybody out there. We can do the same quality, and we can do it a hell of a lot cheaper, because one thing I know about Hollywood motherfuckers, they charge way too much. Come over to Pollywood, and me and James Gavsey, we're going to take care of you with Sucker Punch Productions.
I love it. I love
There you
it.
go.
Thank you, gentlemen. This was a real pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to chocolate bananas, and we will hit you guys up on the other side.
Hey, is that
Sounds
a Glock the one guy's got there, the one with the bald head?
We all got
bought it.
I was just seeing if one of you guys were going to check your waistline to see if it was showing.
This was a dank one. I love it.
For the record, though, I fucking hate Glocks. They're too goddamn light.
Yeah, no, real men
There's
use
2 metal
1911.
detectors with it.
No, you can't. How you gonna? What about the bullets? You didn't think about that one, did you?
Oh, fuck, be creative,
spring.
man.
Guys.
Watch some of
Oh, that
Guys,
shit.
Paul's from Canada. What do you Come on now. Come on.
How do guns work?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think it's Canada that has the gun control issue right now, guys.
Well, you need guns to have control over first.
They just jump off bridges. And people in the States, they just go take out schools.
Oh, man.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Well, it's every day. So.
James, you want to plug your book again?
I do. Thank you guys for doing it. It's The Renegade's Guide to Stopping Bullies. You can see it on renegadesguide.com, and that has a whole bunch of anti-bullying resources as well. Or you can go to Amazon and download it electronically, or get a paperback version.
Love it.
Awesome.
And that's a great
Thanks,
cause.
guys.
Thank y'all for writing it.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all. Y'all are officially fam now.
I love
Wait a
it.
sec, before we go, if you're looking for blood, and I don't mean monthly cycle bloods, the Strain Season 3 next week, it's gonna be fucking wild!
Can't wait.
We're gonna check it out.
Hell yeah, love that show.
Yeah. And be ready for tweets from us, Paul.
Oh, I'm ready. I will tag the hell out of you guys too. I'm like
Ditto.
that. Eh?
Ditto.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Wait, what do you mean by tax?
Oh, anything I throw out there, now you're going to be involved.
Thanks, guys.
Blacker than black infinity.
Times infinity,
All
yeah.
right, thanks, Paul and James. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Peace.
Thank you too, guys. Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Later. Hey, we'll be back on at 8:30 tomorrow. Just so y'all know.
Yes, exactly.
Right.